All right. So this whole month we've been hearing from different speakers. I appreciate it a lot myself. And today is going to be, yeah, a special brother giving the sermon today. He's been a part of our community for a long time. He does a lot behind the scenes that people don't see or don't realize. He's a man of few words, but always deep and profound. And he's someone who's always authentic to himself and never afraid to go against the grain. Sometimes in our prayer vigils, we like to do prayer vigils loud usually, but Truman style, he would come and do meditation. He's that kind of person. He even set up the candles behind to set the ambiance. And I'm really excited to hear his message and what he'll share today. So let's welcome up our brother Truman Harris.
Actually, on those vigils, yeah, everyone's praying loud. Actually, I don't stay quiet. I don't meditate. I actually sing though on those vigils. I think there's like an Irish folk song in one of our songbooks. So I'll usually sing that song just over and over again. Um, but good morning, everybody. Um, if it's okay, I'd like to start with a poem, um, maybe in the form of a song. That's okay. Uh, 엄마야 누나야 강변 살자 들에는 반짝이는 금모래 빛임은 밖에는 갈릭배 노래 엄마야 누나야 강변 살자. So so why that song, or why that poem, why that language? Um, I think either directly or indirectly, probably everyone in this room has been like moved or touched or like awakened by a certain spirit or a certain life force that came to us through the filter of the land of Korea or the country of Korea or the two people. Oh, there's no picture. Uh, Usually you have a photo, you know, maybe the source of that movement, that source of that awakeness that has directly or indirectly affected all of us here. I guess we're getting a little more subtle in our expression or in our worship. I don't know. So that song or that poem is like it's a very convenient way to grab the hearts of everybody here. Um, but why the candles? Why the music? Why do we come here wearing our nice clothes? Why do we come here? We come clean, right? Like you showered before you brush your teeth. You want to come looking nice, right? Why the beautiful space that we have here, this hall, this room? People pay like on the low end, like $1,500 a day just to use this space, like this space only. $1,500 a week for an individual, that's a nice little week's pay. It could be maybe a nice 2 weeks pay. People pay that for a day to use this space. So like why? Um, well, I think we're kind of striving. We're kind of striving to like access the divine. We're trying to access that kind of higher realm. And we're capable of being divine, like we're capable of being divinity itself, if we have the necessary striving or if we have the necessary tools, the guidance, the atmosphere. But maybe if we're not quite at that place yet, at least we want to have access, right? At least you want to know where the door is. Like if you don't have your own river that you can drink from and get life from, at least you want to know where the water is. Like at least you want to know where I need to go to get it. So that's why we're trying to set this kind of space because we want to touch that divinity if we can't do it ourselves, at least when we come here, we want to be able to get a little drop of it, get a little taste of it. Um, so it's very difficult to think of what to say in front of this whole congregation. It's damn difficult. Um, I don't envy Janil or uh, Yasu. I guess he's going to be in that space. Uh, Mr. Sakai, Mr. Hernandez, Mr. Jackson, Mr. Shin, Mr. Killy, all the people who Isaac Hernandez, he was up here quite a bit. Like, what do you say to all these people? Like, it's not an easy task. Like, look at this congregation. Like, look at our age gap. I believe we have people in our 80s in our congregation, maybe not here today, but definitely in the 70s. And the middle school and high school is gone, but definitely people in their 20s here, maybe like on the border, 18s, late teens. So like the message has to reach to someone in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, possibly 80s. Like that is a challenging message to find, something that connects through all those time generational gaps. And then you have language, like everyone in this room speaks English, but only maybe a quarter of this room really speaks English. You know what I mean? Like it's it's a legitimate challenge. Do y'all remember Rush Hour and Chris Tucker's like, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Like, ain't nobody understand the words that come out of my mouth. A lot of people may, you catch the words what I'm saying, but like it takes a moment to process and all. That's very challenging. We have the ethnic, we have brown here, we have yellow, we have dark brown, we have, cream colored. It's not really black or white, right? Have you ever really seen like a black person or a white person? It's always a little bit, there's some hues there. But again, like that is a challenge. The country, yes, America, a lot of people, born in America, but even if you were born in America, but if your parents are from elsewhere, like you're American, but your upbringing, even your way of thinking, like you're kind of like America light, if you've been here like 2, 3 generations, okay, you're American, but if you were just born here, yeah, you're born here, but even then you're so influenced by like your parents and where they came from. And if you just moved here, we have many countries here, many, many countries here. A lot of Japanese, I know, maybe a little too much, but it's okay. We're working on, balancing it out. My wife is from Chicago, so I was up there quite a bit, and I was like taken aback, like, whoa, so many like Europeans or so many like where are the Japanese people? Like, my eyes were open a bit. Oh, this is just it. And then I heard DC is kind of similar. It's like it's not, it's different. So that's a challenge. What kind of message speaks to a Frenchman, a Mexican, a Brazilian, a Chinese person, a German? Like there's so many levels. There's so many lines of distinction and lines of like boundary That is a damn challenging task to try to find to speak something to all these people about. Um, and this is the last Sunday of the year. Like, okay, that's kind of pressure. It better be good. Like, if this was a Sunday, if this is like the third Sunday in April, like, okay, you can kind of just get by, do a song, say some nice words, let's eat. But this is like the last Sunday of the year. Like, oh man, okay. Probably people are visiting from school and stuff. Like, the crowd is bigger. And where y'all been, by the way, all the people who don't come normally, like, are, are y'all too good for the community now? Like, I don't know, maybe you're making money now. You're making, you got, you know, you got your real friends now. You got your real family. Like, come on now, no, I'm just joking. I know you got life. But don't forget the community, no. Don't forget where you came from. Um, so the last Sunday of the year. So we have to kind of recap the year a bit. Babies were born, people have come and left. Two people are leaving. Did we have any deaths this year directly? I'm looking at Mark Hernandez because I know he'll know. Maybe not in the direct community, but I'm sure people in our community, maybe in your extended family, in your extended circle, you've experienced death. Like, and then we have the situation in Korea. Like, do I just gloss over that? Do I just ignore that? Like, that is a that is a big thing. Like, the person who is the maternal figure of this community, the person who is like, whether you like this community or not, oh, this is the greatest community in the world. Oh, this is the most terrible community in the world. Either way, it's a legitimate standing community. It exists. And the person who's in the role of leading that community, from a maternal side, like, is in prison right now. Like, that is, at the very least, it is a very interesting thing. At the very least. Like, it is something you see in a movie or something you see in a TV show. Like, how do you wrap your mind around this or come to terms with this? While saying a message that connects through all these boundaries and everything. It's very difficult. It is very difficult. So please have some grace and bear with me. Um, yes, God is good. Thank you, Mr. Halsey. Thank you very much. Um, so do you know what that message is? Like, because I don't know. Me and Gino spoke like 4 weeks back. I was like, okay, I got 4 weeks to think of something. Like, I'm up here, I'm giving it, and I don't know. Like, what is that message? Does anyone here know? Like, what is that message that crosses all those boundaries? Like, like, it has to be a universal message, right? It has to be something universal. Love, okay, okay. Hope, we have each other, we have company, we have, hope, okay, okay, okay. It has to be universal, right? Should I talk about farting, maybe? That's a very universal thing. We're all children as well. Texas doesn't have gas. Farting is a very universal thing. Like, no matter your age, no matter your ethnicity, your language, your financial status, your your education level, your no matter what, like it all, silent but deadlies are out there. You got the loud but harmless, you know. It's a universal message, right? But maybe it lacks some profoundness, Maybe it lacks some depth. So maybe we can't just talk about that. So it has to be universal, but it also has to have some depth to it, some profoundness to it, something of value. Um, yeah, what is that message? Love, hope, and company, or love, hope, and camaraderie, or family, you could say. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, personally, I don't know what that message is. I don't know what that message is. But I think that I think that not knowing something is it's not necessarily a bad place to be. You start to seek, like you start to search. If if you don't know how to, you got something coming up, let's say on tomorrow, on Monday, you've got a big meeting with somebody important, but you don't know how to go about that meeting. You don't know what should I wear? What should I talk about? Like what time should we meet? Like if you don't know, then you're gonna start really thinking about it. You're gonna start really planning. You're gonna start really flushing out all the things you shouldn't do. You're gonna start looking at all the challenges of it and start trying to prep it like as best as you can, right? And think about like how much we don't know about stuff. Like maybe you're a computer person or you're a music person, You know music. You're so good at it, you know. Every time you can pull out instruments and everyone is, "Oh my God, look at this. This person's amazing," you know. Okay, maybe you know music, but like do you know cooking? Do you know children? Like do you know how to handle relationships? Do you know how to clean and take out the trash? Do you know how to throw away trash? There's been many times in this community we do a cleanup. We put trash in that dumpster and then trash gets lined up outside and we say, "What's going on?" So, "Oh, the dumpster's full. The dumpster's full. Can't put any more in." Actually, if you know how to throw away trash, you can get a piece of wood or something, and you can jump on top of that trash and you can compact it down. Now you have a whole nother half layer of dumpster to work with. Like, throwing away trash is a skill, it's an art. So maybe you know music, but there's so many things we don't know. Like, and even if you know music, oh, I know guitar, I know piano. Like, do you know trombone? Do you know ukulele? Do you know the harp? Do you know I sing the blues? Okay, do you know rock? Do you know classical? Like, think about what you know compared to what you don't know. Like, it is an ocean of just it's an it's an infinite comparison. Like what we know is like tiny. It is super, super tiny. We hardly know a damn thing. But it's so, sometimes you have to know, right? Maybe you're a manager or something, or you're like an older sibling in your family. Like you can't just come to your parents, I don't know, like, or you can't just tell people who you're leading, I don't know. Or even if you're just, you're doing a job or something, like, and your boss comes, "Hey, what's going on?" Like, I don't know, like you have to kind of look like you know what you're doing, right? You have to. Maybe you don't know what you're doing, but oh yeah, yeah, yep, I knew all about that. And you start trying to give some explanation. You hope that they'll quickly move on and you can get back to what you're doing. Um, so I understand, like, you can't explicitly go through life with I don't know like written all over your face. Socially, like we just can't make it in life if you do that. But after that moment passes, if you look at it like what you know compared to what we don't know, it is like a drop of water to the ocean. Like it's immense. And no matter how much we try to learn, how much we try to know, like we'll never get all of it. You can determine I'm going to learn music from now to the day I die, and you may scratch like 0.1% of music, of sound. So then it's like, well, what's the point? Like, you know, if I'm never going to make any progress, then why even try, right? But it's so huge, it's so vast. So I think there's value in, what can I say? Of course, we have to go through life. You have to know stuff. But I think there's value when you're alone, when you have some space, you know, you don't have the external pressure of a boss or a parent or a spouse or, you know, a situation pressing on you where you must know, you must, you know, I think there's value in kind of like just you can just be in awe, like, oh my God, like I know virtually nothing. Like, wow, 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 wow. Because the beautiful thing is like we can't stand not knowing, you know? Like we can't stand uh it's so annoying, you know? It's that's why when you see a TV show, they tease you, cut to commercial, like damn, I gotta know what happens. Like I have to know what happens. Like we can't stand not knowing. So every time we take a little moment to be like in awe of just the scope of what we don't know, it kind of like can refuel us. It can kind of reset us to be like, wow, like I want to know this. Like I want to learn this. I want to, and I'm willing to start from the bottom, start from the basics, start from step one if needed to to get this thing, to learn this thing. I think that's a beautiful way to move through life. No? Wouldn't it be nice to like not to always have to BS through life, like, but to actually, you know, to actually know what we're doing, to actually know the situation and know what's coming, know what's happened. Wouldn't that be great? Like you don't have to pretend so much because you know, you when you're going in for your algebra test, you're nervous. Oh my God, I didn't study, or I studied, but I don't, you know, I don't know if I got it. But if you know the answers, like it's just it's fun. Like, man, I'm trying to see if I can get 100 on this thing, a 98 at least. Like, you know, wouldn't it be nice to kind of go through life like this? I feel it's nicer than just, you know, pretending all the time. Pretending's necessary sometimes. You got to do it sometimes. But, you know, I think it's very worthwhile when we have the time to kind of not have to pretend anymore. Because ignorance is bliss, is what people say. Um, but I think it's maybe more painful, you know. Like it's easy to sit here, you know, Akito's trying to get a job, or you know, he's got all these great jobs lined up. Like, so maybe you're looking for a job. You try to go this way. I don't really know how to do that. Opportunities aren't really coming. You can just drop it and search for like another field or another job. Like, you know, it's you don't know, but there's another thing that you can know. There's another thing you can learn, right? But if, like, let's say, for example, maybe it doesn't apply to so many couples here, but like a couple's trying to have a child, you know, they're trying to have a baby. Like, They don't know the scientific inner workings, but they know, okay, I'm a man or I'm a woman. If I have a man or have a woman and we come together, a baby comes. Like, you know this much, right? So you go through the process, you get married, you know, baby should be here anytime soon, but baby doesn't come. And then you find out, oh, like, well, if the man and woman come together a certain time of the month, then that's the trick. Okay, then they try that. Still baby doesn't come. Oh, well, if you eat these kinds of foods, then the baby will come. They try that. Eat these kinds of foods. They try everything. They learn all the things about how to make a baby come, but still a baby doesn't come. That's very painful. That's very, very painful, no? You see all the other families, oh, we're on baby number one, two, we're on baby number three, four, five, six. Like, oh God, six? Like, that could be very, very painful there's a lot of potential pain there, right? Or you're trying to get a business off the ground, or you're trying to like join a sports team and you really, really want to do it. You learn all the ways, you learn everything. You swear you're doing every step correctly, but it just like won't take off the ground. This idea or this goal, this dream that you have, like that is very, very painful. Wouldn't you feel so like foolish or so ignorant? Like, what am I doing wrong? What don't I know that everyone else knows? Or maybe it's the other side, like, you think if I get this job, then I'll be happy. So you get the job. You're happy for a while, and then you're not so happy anymore. Oh, I know. If I get married, then I'll be happy. You get married, there's some happiness, and then it kind of fades. Oh, I know. If I have children, and like this cycle keeps coming, maybe you've succeeded, you've gotten everything that you want, but for some reason you're still not like satisfied, like you're still not whole, and you don't know why that is. I imagine that would be very, very painful. That would be very, very frustrating. It's like, what the hell am I doing wrong with my life? That's the kind of ignorance that interests me. That's the kind of ignorance I think that'll like make somebody's life. That'll really, if if you really know the pain of ignorance on a deep, deep level, like you're ready to move. You're ready to do what you need to do. You're ready to make whatever moves you need to make to get out of this state of ignorance, no? Like if you really know the pain of ignorance, it's a painful thing. It's a very painful thing. If you're not at that point, like where ignorance pains you, then okay. But I would say like get there quickly. Like try to get there quickly. Like my life is like more than a third of the way over. Like if I live average length, I don't have an expiry date that I found, but they tell me a man will be like 82, maybe 84. No guarantee, but you know, I'm coming up to like half of my life being over, theoretically. Like time is just ticking, it's ticking, it's ticking, it's ticking. It doesn't care. Time is so like it's so ruthless. Like it doesn't care. It does not care. Like I'm I'm feeling this way today. So, life, take it easy on me. Like time, take it easy on me. Time just goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes. So if ignorance like pains you, I feel that's a better place than like just being I don't know, than being blissful in ignorance, I guess. I feel like maybe you're on the precipice of some kind of breakthrough, as our community likes to say. Um, if not, then, yeah, maybe get there quickly. Or 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 if you want to be blissful in ignorance, uh, just have a good support group around you, I'd say. Have a good family. Um, yes. Because there's different types of ignorance, and I believe I have 30 minutes to torture y'all. So maybe I'll do like 5 or 10 more minutes or so. Um, but there's different types of knowledge. Like someone may know how to hold a basketball. They know it needs to go in a 45-degree arc. They know that the fingertips must be in this place and the shoulders must be square. But when it comes time to hit a shot in a big moment, they're nowhere to be found. Another person, the form is terrible. The fingers are everywhere. They pass when they're supposed to shoot. They shoot when they're supposed to dribble. They dribble when they're supposed to pass. But when it really matters, like this person just knows what to do. Like there's book learning and then there's like, what can I say? There's knowledge and then there's like knowing. Like you can have knowledge and like an encyclopedia about everything, but do you know how to like apply that? Do you know what value it has in life? Like, in what you do, what you don't do. Do you guys know Dennis Rodman? He's an interesting character. It's like this man can't shoot. It's just like just a wild person, just a wild life. Like, but on the basketball court, this man just knows how to rebound. This man just knows where the ball is going to go. This man just knows. Somehow he's like in touch with the game itself. He just knows what the ball is going to do, and he goes there before everyone else does. And he's just, you know. So he may not have the knowledge of every little detail, but he knows what's going on. He knows what to do. That's a beautiful way to move through life, no? Um, so why? So we have this space, we have these candles, we have these lights. This is a beautifully decorated tree. This is a lot of effort that went into this decoration. We come here because we want to access the divine. We want the key. We want to at least know where the door is, and we want to have the key. If we don't know how to be the divinity itself, we want to know how to get there, how to get a little droplet of it. If we don't have the capability yet to know, to not be ignorant, at least we want to know where the key is. Where's the doorway to that? So the doorway, like like medicine, if you get bit by a poisonous snake, like the remedy has a little bit of snake poison in it. If you the solution is in your problem, kind of thing. So if you want to know where the doorway to knowing is, or the doorway to be free of your ignorance, I think I don't know. Acknowledging that we don't know, acknowledging what we don't know is the key. It's a great little doorway to now to start seeking, now to start finding out. Um, so maybe my message is embrace your I don't know, or acknowledge it. Definitely want to acknowledge it. It's like your friend. It's your key. It's your key. It's your doorway to open up not only knowledge, but to open up knowing how to live, how to move through life, how to become a divine being. Like it, I don't know should be our best friend. It can it can unlock many doorways for us. It can unlock many things for us. Um, I think that's all I really want to say. Um, okay. I won't hold y'all from lunch. Are y'all hungry? Yes. Okay. A little bit hungry. Okay. Okay. Um, some more. What was that, Mr. Pelham? Hungry to know. Touche. Touche. Um, yeah, I believe that's all I really need to say or want to say at this point. Um, so we'll close our eyes, we'll bow our heads, and we'll say a few words and bring it to a close. 엄마야, 누나야, 강변 살자. 들에는 반짝이는 큰 모래빛. 뒷문 밖에는 갈릭배 노래. 엄마야, 누나야, 강변 살자. Mom, older sister, let's go live on the river shore. In the front yard, we've got the golden twinkling sand. In the backyard, we got the song that plays when the wind blows through the reed leaves. Mom, big sister, hey, let's go live on the river shore. Thank you very much.